Hi, this is Jorge Martinez,
I'm Faviola Nieves.
and thank you for watching our podcast, Rising with Prosperity. Fabi, what are we talking about?
We're here to be able to bring resources and value to our community. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, welcome back to our podcast, Rising with Prosperity. My name is Jorge Martinez, and today I have the privilege to introduce one of the best in the industry. She's also my wife, a real estate broker and owner of our company, Prosperity Real Estate and Associates. So, Fabi, welcome back.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes, thank you. So why don't you tell the audience, who are you? What got you into real estate? Go for it.
Well, I'm Faviola Nieves. I am the broker for Prosperity Real Estate and Associates. I got into the industry in 2005. I was a service deli bakery manager for a big grocery company. And there was some adversity taking place. And I don't know if you've ever had that, where adversity hits and it causes you to be able to have to make a change, have to make a decision.
Yep,
right?
I've been there.
Yes. So that's exactly what happened. And to make long story short, that's how I got into the business. I actually got into the business on the financial part, and then I joined the real estate section.
Yeah, you told me that. Nice. Now, you started in what, in 2004, 2005?
2005.
Excellent. So you went through the good years and then the bad years.
Correct. I think
Right.
the good years I was learning, and the bad years was when it was really painful, but yes.
So how did you survive the crash in 2007?
If I had to put it all in one word, I would really have to say faith. There's this one saying that really stuck to me back then. It's 3 feet from gold. I don't know if you heard that. 3 feet
Yeah,
from gold is
definitely.
the story about somebody that was digging for gold,
Mm-hmm.
and they bought the machinery, and they were digging and digging and digging, and they gave up. And so they sold their machinery to somebody else. That other person came in and kept on digging in the same direction. 3 feet later, they hit gold. So if they wouldn't have given up, they would have been able to strike it.
So you went how many years without production?
Well, in 2008, when it crashed, I produced maybe like 1 or 2 deals, but that was when the short sale market came strong. The REO market hit, the short sale market hit. The banks didn't even have the department set up to be able to help with the short sales, so they would take easily like a year or more.
Yeah, high volume of short sales. I remember that.
Yes. So I don't remember. I remember that I did go. I mean, I maybe closed like 1 a year, but I just couldn't find myself to give up. So I got my notary license to be able to survive, and I started helping families with short sales or even loan modifications, but I never charged at the front. I always charged when I was done, because I take pride in being able to complete the work. But a lot of faith, a lot of prayer, and a lot of stretching the finances.
And I can say this because I witnessed this. You have a lot of clientele from even back then, people that respects you highly. So the fact that you say, I charged at the end, I see people calling you and say, thanking you for truly helping them. So what happened after? Because I know you went from like 0 to hero. What happened? You went with no production for a couple of years, and then what happened?
Well, I never gave up. I always kept on pressing forward. I always placed my faith on God, knowing that He was going to provide for me and my kids. And I remember that I was negotiating a short sale. I wasn't the agent, and I was not representing the buyer nor the seller. I was the short sale negotiator. And I remember that back then when you and I were dating, right?
Yep.
So the short sale was being approved at $50,000. The bank had already approved it. It was falling apart. The buyer was backing out. And for me back then, that represented groceries for an entire month for me and my kids.
Wow.
So I was really trying to pull it together, and I remember that you said, hey, show me the deal. So I showed it to you, and you said, well, first you said, why don't you buy it, which I thought you were being sarcastic, because I thought, I'm trying to feed my kids. But at the end of the day, you did show me how to be able to purchase it as an investment. And And instead of making $1,000, I made 15,000. You made another 15,000.
Yeah.
And I never looked at life again. I was able to notice that there was opportunity where I did not know that it could be. So it kind of like unveiled. It was like a curtain that was in my eyes that I didn't know what was really out there. And I think that's a great example that no matter what market we're in, there's opportunity. The question is, are you seeing it? Do you have the ability to see it?
Yeah, you stole the words of my mouth. I was just gonna say, we're actually going through a changing market right now, and I see a lot of people falling back and not really taking the risk of going and finding that opportunity, because there are opportunities out there. Like Favi sharing right now, she had an opportunity on her hands. I don't want to take full credit, because at the end of the day, Favi, you're the one that took the action. I just kind of put it in paper, and I said, look, this is the route you can go, and you can actually, instead of making $500, you can make $15,000 in less than a week. We made it happen, but you took the action, right?
Correct.
And also, what can you, because of that experience, how can you share something or an experience or a few words to those agents that are right now struggling, especially because we're at the beginning of a changing market? What can you share?
I would say, number one, don't give up. Don't. Most people give up when they're about to reach their goal. Most people give up when they're about to reach a breakthrough. Number two, it's either you're fear-based or you're faith-based. You have to make a decision. You're going to be frozen by fear, or you're going to move forward in faith, knowing that things will fall into place, knowing that things will get better, because nothing ever stays the same. Everything gets better or everything gets worse. You're either growing or you're shrinking, but you don't stay the same.
Wow, big one. Now that you own your own company, your own real estate company, you're the broker, and you have agents that are working in your company, how do you feel?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, of course, every single experience causes us to stretch and to grow, and you have to constantly be working on learning more. And of course, you're a backbone. You're the pillar to the company as well. So being able to have the right team, the right support system, being able to keep on growing and learning. Never ever stop learning.
So I'm gonna leave you with this, guys, because I think one of the best things that I see in Favi doing even today is having a strong morning routine. Favi wakes up early in the morning, and she has something that religiously she goes through from the moment she wakes up all the way till the moment she goes to sleep. So if I can leave you with this, guys, don't fall asleep. Don't fall back. There is opportunity coming in. There is a lot of opportunity, but only for those that are out there looking for it. Thank you so much, and hope to see you on our next podcast.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.